how's it going guys? This is i7 Tech and today we're talking about the Micromax Canvas Infinity Pro. So if you want to know more, let's get into this video. Now Micromax, this smartphone has been hitting my timeline, so I wanted to do a video on it to let you guys know that there's a new smartphone coming up and it's really looking good in terms of the specifications. I don't know how well it would do in the landscape of smartphones to date, because there are a lot of options in terms of what we are looking for in a smartphone and what is out there. There are companies that are making high-end products at an affordable price. How is this smartphone going to fit in the Android ecosystem or in the smartphone industry as a whole? Now, having said all of that, that doesn't mean that we cannot talk about it, right? So let's just get into the specifications right quick before we actually talk about what we feel about the smartphone and how it's going to do in the industry. Now, looking at the display, you've got a 1080 by 2160 pixels 6-inch display and it's really looking good. Now, it's an IPS LED panel with a pixel density of about 403 ppi, and you've also got an 18:9 aspect ratio, which is really good for a lot of the smartphones in this industry to date have that specific aspect ratio, so it's not new and it's really great that we're seeing it in the smartphone. Now, looking at the RAMs, you've got 4 gigs of RAM, which is pretty decent. A lot of smartphones nowadays have 4 gigs of RAM and they do really well. Now, looking at the storage, you've got a 64 gigabyte internal storage with an added SD card slot. So if you want to add more storage to your phone, you've got the option to include an SD card. So which is really good, and I think all smartphones in 2018 and in 2017 should have this actual feature, because we run out of space a lot of the time, and even if you've got a 128 gigs or a 64 gigs of internal storage, you're gonna run out at some point. Having the options to have an SD card slot, most of the times I use my SD card slot as my main hard drive for my phone. So all my information, all my videos, everything goes to the SD card slot rather than goes on the phone. That's why my phones last longer, because if you put everything onto your phone on the internal storage, it's gonna break, it's gonna be slower, So if your phone has more freedom to do other things and focus on the apps on your phone, rather than focusing on apps and games and transferring and all that, it lasts longer. You will see that in the long run. So really, very, very interesting, and we really, really love that they have an SD card slot in the smartphone. Now, we don't know about the battery life because they haven't listed the battery life, but I should think it should be in the round about that 3000 range, 4000 range milliamp hours in terms of battery. So we kind of get to see what we're not really sure if they're gonna release the battery life, and once it draws closer to the release of the smartphone, we're gonna get to see what the battery life looks like, how the performance is. We don't even know what processor it has, so maybe the latest and greatest Snapdragon 835 chipset or the next chipset that comes out from Qualcomm, because it's going to be coming out soon, so you have to stay tuned to the channel. So I'll give you all the roundups of what is going to be happening with the smartphone, although I haven't done a roundup of all the other smartphones because some of the companies are just I'll get into a video about that in another day. Anyway, this has been a quick video on the Micromax smartphone. Leave me a comment down below, tell me what you think about this smartphone. Are you interested about it? Are you going to get it? Or is it just another smartphone in a pond of other smartphones, or is it kill or be killed? Is it going to survive in the ecosystem or in the industry? Just leave me guys your thoughts, tell me what you think. Anyway, this has been i7 Tech. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe and press that bell so you can stay notified of my videos. This is i7 Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.